and bring their own ideas to their characters. Both of them did that with with the Joker and Jack Sparrow, as opposed to like, well, this is just a paycheck movie. I can just phone it in here. Like for instance, Tommy Lee Jones is a great actor, but I think clearly from the way he did Two-Face, of course Joel Schumacher contributed to that, disaster. But I don't think that Tommy Lee Jones approached that role the same way he would perhaps a smaller film or a more artistically credible film at the time. So both those actors, I think, Heath Ledger and Johnny Depp, made these films more, have more credibility as art. Now, when you think about those, when you compare Jennifer Lawrence's performance to those two roles, I think you don't see that. Even when you go back to Sigourney Weaver, that was very new for female action heroes at the time. She started a whole trend, and she opened the door for all the female action heroes who have come after her. And I think there were a lot of great psychological aspects going on to her character, Ellen Ripley, in Aliens as well, which I think helped her get that nomination, because she wasn't nominated for the first movie. I think that playing off the mother aspect, which is a pet peeve of mine, though, by the way, as many of you know, always saddling female characters with family issues. But sometimes male characters have the same situation, but that's a whole other conversation. But anyway, those psychological aspects were brought in, the passing of her own children because she had been lost in that, frozen in time, in her space travels, and how that had her with Newt, I believe that was the girl's name, how that factored in there, the loss of her own children. So I think there was a lot going on there. And of course, again, I think the Academy realized that Sigourney Weaver was doing something special there and deserved to be nominated. But Jennifer Lawrence, even though she is so responsible for the success of the Hunger Games franchise, I think on screen, she's not really, breaking new ground. She's not, furthering the kind of roles that women will get going forward. And I don't think it's necessarily all Jennifer Lawrence's fault. I think the role of Katniss is a very passive role. It's a reactionary role. Katniss reacts to things that are done to her. She's rarely, intentionally the catalyst for any events going on. She actually, says, I don't want to play this part, but she's just forced into it anyway, finds her